Hi everyone, welcome to another video review. This is the Transformers Legacy United Voyager class animated universe Optimus Prime. You can see him there in front of his box. We'll go ahead and put him off to the side real quick and look at said box. And yeah, you can see Legacy United Transformers and all that stuff. You got, of course, his fire truck mode, or at least the front part of it right there. You got the his name and all that stuff. You got the window cut out. You got Legacy United up here. You have a nice bit of his robot mode right here. And also a nice close-up of his face, his maskless face. Yeah, you have half of the line artwork here. Hey, look, including him right there. And 40 years Transformers. On the bottom here, you have some information, some manufacturing stuff and what's included in barcode and all that stuff. And on the back, you have copyrights and warnings and what's the product shots and authentic Transformers and all that stuff. It also goes in instructions, which you may or may not need. He's actually kind of transforms in a way I was not expecting. I was like, whoa, that's way different than I was expecting. Because yeah, he's actually pretty clever. So yeah, Animated Optimus. Yes, new Animated Optimus, and he is great. I think he is, of the three animated figures we have gotten so far in Legacy, he is the best one. That's not just because he's an Optimus. But you can see, getting close, you can see his, it's a very animated looking face. It's not quite the same. I mean, he doesn't have the massive chin, but, it's very evocative of anime. I just wish I had a faceplate. He's got his, blue eyes picked out, with the black outline and everything. He's got his little antenna. He's got the Optimus-y face. Of course, you got the, very much the chest, the black windows. You got the yellow lights and everything, all that stuff. You got an Autobot symbol right here. He's got some G1-esque detail right there in the forearms as well. You got the blue and yellow trousers, pants, whatever you want to call them. On the legs, little vent detailings, all that stuff. He's got his legs on his shins. Oop. On the back here, you have his little light bar, which also, by the way, you do have to add in the box. It doesn't take much. I mean, it's just, peg and slot. Or hole and slot, peg and tab, just goes right in, right there. No problem. So yeah, all that stuff. But yeah, it cleans up pretty nicely. You can see that. He's got a bit of a backpack, but nothing actually too extreme. And there you go. He looks great. I do generally like how he looks. Just as a whole. Again, I just wish he had a faceplate. But, no doubt, there's either going to be an alternate version of the faceplate, or someone will make a faceplate head or something, or whatever. I know it's like, Animated Optimus lying around without his faceplate a lot, but I just like the faceplate, that's how I prefer things. He does come with an axe, his little Energon axe. Unfortunately, there's screw holes and stuff on this side. That's my not screw holes, rivet holes, I guess. He does, so his axe here, you can hold that like this, no problem. Or he can do one other thing with it, which is, supposedly, anyway, it's difficult to get actually done, but his axe, that handle can extend, and now he can be held with two hands, supposedly, because two hands anyway, because, getting him to actually hold this thing with both hands is a bit of a pain, to be honest, because of the length of it. It's just, it's difficult to actually get him to actually hold it properly. I mean, you could kind of fudge it like I'm doing right here. But yeah, it's a pain, unless outside of certain poses, because of the nature of his chest is so wide, it's kind of hard to actually get it to hold. The good news is, though, the back of his axe right here, because, just like the show, it is, it's black spec compatible, so you can have the, you can have the, it's a rocket axe and all that stuff, so. Yeah, that's a thing. I just wish it was easier for him to hold with both hands as it is. I have to fight the figure to get it to hold nicely, and even then, it's even kind of futzing. I mean, you can do an overhead for sure. He can do over his head, no problem. You can kind of get him underneath the chest if you're in a very specific poses, but unfortunately, because of his just general shape as it stands, he just doesn't hold it very well. But the good news is also the axe can, store on his back. There's pegs, so just peg it on, and there you go. You got an axe on his back, and there you go. That's the only real complaint with this figure. Also, mine has a weird paint scuff right there or something. Weird one. I'm not sure if I did that or if that was like that out of the box, but yeah, there's some significant paint scuffing. I'm just realizing is a thing. More coming off? Can't tell. Might have to touch that up or something. That's a little unfortunate. Oh yeah, there's more coming off. Oh, fun. So yeah, that's unfortunate. Looks like I got a bit of a paint problem. I'm sure. I don't think that's I haven't heard a lot of reports about that. So I'm pretty sure that's just a one-off issue. But that sucks. Oh well. But yeah. Beyond that, posability. head, left and right, ball joint, so up and down as well. You also got, it's also got a hinge as there. It's, you know, you also got the bit of waggle. You can get this out of the way. His arms to do a full rotation, although things can kind of get a little caught because of how it's shaped and everything, so things can get a little caught at certain points, but he does do full rotation there, outward, no problem. He's got a bicep swivel. He's got a double jointed elbow, so you can do that. His wrists are on swivels. Well, actually, I believe they're ball joints, but yeah, they're ball joints, but that's mostly because of transformation stuff. His waist is on a swivel, so there's that. It's nice. Hips can go forward that far and back that far and outward that far. He does have a thigh swivel. His knees bend that far, which is real nice. He also has, his legs are done in such a way also he can do the animated thing where it's like his legs kind of, you know, kind of go backwards a little bit. And you can do that thing as the animated does, so his legs can go backwards so he can stand a specific way, which is nice. And down here at the feet, his ankles can tilt like that. You can go backwards a little bit, but mostly because of transformation, and you can kind of futz a forward. It's a little weird looking, so yeah, but you can do that. That's the thing. And there you go. Also on mine, for whatever reason, it feels like his right leg is shorter than the left leg. I don't know why. I'm sure you can see, but he's kind of standing funny. I don't know if I'm doing something wrong or what, but he just doesn't want to stand nicely unless I do a very specific pose. But yeah, overall he looks pretty good. So there's that. So we're going to go quick comparisons. Here is the original Voyager class animated Optimus. He's actually not that much smaller than him. In fact, weight-wise, this one's definitely heavier, but he is way simpler compared to him. I will say that right now. In transformation, way simpler compared to the new one. So there's that. Just to give you an idea. There's that. All right, here's a Legacy animated Bumblebee and Legacy animated Prowl. Don't they look nice together? Here he is with his Wavemate Thundertron. Idea there. Yep. Probably the same height, but you know, very different aesthetics. And because standard, why not? Here's our Earthrise Optimus. Because that's the line standard. Although maybe not for much longer. Anyway. That's his robot mode. So let's go ahead and get him transformed into truck mode, which a lot more involved than you might think initially. So first thing is you want to take the feet here and just kind of extend them down like this and like that. And then open up this side of the leg right here. And then this part of the leg, you want to then bend this all down like this and bend it out like that. Same thing here. Get that out of the way. Open this up right here, bend this all the way down, and then bend it out like this. And then right here, you want to join these together. There's a hook tab, so yeah, just kind of slide the left leg over top of the right, like so. And just kind of leave that like that for now. And up here, what you want to do is to unpeg this and just kind of bring that up like that. Want to untab this and everything, just bring it down like this. Then right here at the arms, you want to go ahead and bring these up and just rotate them around too. Actually, not yet. You want to bring these up like this. It brings the arms up. And then right here, these bits you want to bring outward and bring them all the way out. Mine, they kind of have to click a bit. Yeah, bring them all the way out. So then you can come down here, bring this, and then rotate this around like so. Like that. And just rotate it around like that for now. And just kind of leave it like that for now. But you want to rotate it out of the way. Now this right here, you want to take the arms and rotate those 180 at the shoulders like that, so that they look like this. And right here, you want to open up the arms, flip the hands in and close that back up. Open up the forearm, flip the hand in and close that back up, like so. Now here, you want to go ahead and bring these up a bit and then bring this back. And this tab right here will go into that slot, like so. Make sure that all lines up. Same thing here. Bring this up, rotate this around, tab that in. Tab that in. Like that. Now, here, what you want to do is then bring this up like this. Then bring this down. And then this will tab in right here like that. Same thing on this side. See this gray piece, you want to bring that up, then bring this down, this will ping in, then bring this, and this will tab in like that. And from there, you want to go ahead and bring this up, and this right here, these tabs right here will go in these little slots right there on the arms. Make sure those line up nicely, because if they don't, it's going to be a pain in the butt later on. It's all nicely lined up like so. Bring this up and over, and this will kind of go in like that. You can see just because it lines right up like so. Now down here at the legs, you want to want to go ahead and finish this up. Bring these up and around, and there's right here, there's little slots kind of and tabs and all that stuff on this side. You want to bring this up, and this will kind of slot in like right there. There's a slot right here and a tab right there as well. You can see it right there. Right there. You're going to do the same thing on this side. Bring this up and tab that in everywhere. Make sure it's tabbed in down here at the leg 2. And then right here, there's these 2 pegs, which will go in these 2 holes. Line that up and peg that in like so. Like so. And then right here, the final step is take there's these tabs right here, which will go up in these little slots up here. Like so. And there you go. There's Optimus in his vehicle mode. Yeah, this is the Optimus truck mode, all right, the animated one anyway. You can see the very stylized truck cab and everything. He doesn't have his the extra weapon stuff, which kind of extends the cab a little bit. He doesn't really have that. Nor does he. I don't know. Maybe at some point I noticed these don't do anything. These square tabs don't actually do anything. Makes me wonder if there might be at some point like an actual like they're gonna do something. Because in the show he got the wing pack and everything, and he also had the full fire truck thing, and that's not here. So it makes me wonder if they might do something down the line. I don't know, or somewhere, or they're just giving us something here so third party could. I don't know, but I'm interested to find out. So yeah. He's got a little trunk grill thing. He's got these hidden wheels, and you might be wondering why. But if you remember correctly, in animated, again, this was just the front part of a full blown like fire truck, and like he didn't actually have wheels up front, so they're way back here. So the problem was when they encountered this with the original toy as well, which is he kind of defied physics, and he just kind of this cab just kind of floated above nothing, and so all somehow just these wheels could support him. But the good news is, yeah, because they put these hidden wheels here so he can actually still roll without any sort of thing behind her. He does roll pretty well. This wheel sometimes doesn't quite, I've noticed this wheel doesn't quite always touch the ground properly, but, he does roll pretty well, all things considered. And yeah, again, these hidden wheels help him with the whole, kind of fakery, because, yeah, the original cartoon design didn't have wheels this far up, and the toys always had to cheat because of that. This thing right here, see, there's an extra peg right here. This is supposed to peg in right here and just kind of chill out like this, just kind of like that. That's the weapon storage, which is fine, I guess. But I don't really like how it looks. I wish there was a different way to store this, like just like this or something. I wouldn't mind that. Like, if we could store like this, I wouldn't mind. I wish there's just maybe if you could you. No, there's not enough room. Oh well. Well, I just wish that there's a way to just store this like, again, like this or something. Because there's these 2 pegs which I wish just kind of could go into something and just, you could kind of balance it. That balances actually pretty well, all things considered. Yeah, it's not too bad. I mean, it's now coming loose, but I have to jostle pretty hard. But yeah, I can actually balance right there. So yeah, alternate storage solution is not an amazing one, but, it looks a little better in my opinion. Yeah, there you go. Nice little truck. It's got the, you got that stuff. And I guess you could also, you can't do that, but I guess you could do this. You can do that if you want. You can also remove that light bar entirely, so you can make him, I guess, more of a normal semi-truck if you want, or closer to normal semi-truck. Yeah, it's not too bad overall. I like it. I genuinely like it. And transforming it to get here is, again, a lot more clever than I thought it was. I mean, basically the whole thing kind of shifts upward a bit because his head's right there. It's like the whole thing just kind of shifts upward. And that's kind of amazing to me, just how the whole thing just kind of shifts upward like that. And just, it creates a good looking truck. And actually it's very reminiscent of the original animated thing. The only thing is different is maybe, well, really different is this stuff. So there's that. I think I just realized why the paint's scratching on that side, because I've always had trouble getting this side to tab in properly. I suspect that's what the problem is. It's just this is scratching off the paint. Oof. So that's something. I'm not sure if that's a common problem, but you might want to look out for that. Anyway, some comparisons. Here's the original, again, here's the original animated Voyager animated Optimus. You can see, yeah, they're actually, again, not that different in size. This one's a little bit heavier, but again, this transformation is far more involved and interesting than this one. This one's actually kind of, well, it's kind of quick and easy, and it's kind of easy, and also has the whole rotating waist thing gimmick that doesn't really work very well. I mean, it's got this thing, which is, you know, better integration of the weapon storage for the alt mode, but yeah, also just without this, if I can get this, there we go. Yeah. Get that done. But yeah, you can see, yeah, pretty comparable overall. Again, the new Legacy version, you can see also, if I mentioned, the colors are a bit different, but not too different. I mean, it's different shade of red, but he also, at least he's also got side windows that he has implied, but yeah. And again, you can see what I was talking about with the whole, they had to cheat with, because yeah, in the original cartoon, those wheels like way back here, and they had to kind of move it forward a bit to make it so he doesn't just flop over. But, you know, even then he actually still is a little front heavy. Yeah, there you go. And again, for the anime guys, here's Bumblebee, here's Prowl animated versions for Legacy. And again, Bumblebee, I feel, is actually somewhat close-ish to, yeah, he's kind of somewhat in scale. Prowl's definitely not, but hey, it's just kind of what it is. But there you go. I know this is a bit of a silly comparison, but here he is as Wavemate Thundertron. Yeah, tiger lion thing with the truck, but yeah, there you go, I guess. And again, just because, once again, Lion Standard, here is Earthrise Optimus in his vehicle mode. There you go. Somewhat comparable, but, you know. Yeah, by the way, yeah, no, this is not compatible with the Earthrise trailer. It's kind of obvious pretty quickly why. So, Animated Optimus. Overall, he's actually really good. Overall, he's got a good-looking robot, which is very reminiscent of the animated version, but also kind of integrates into the kind of legacy aesthetic they're going for. The transformation is really fun and clever. I really like how they did that. It's really way more involved than the original animated Voyager in a fun way, and also the alt mode looks really good. It kind of has to cheat with it, a second, it's basically 6 wheels, but it does, because, it's just trying to be somewhat screen accurate. My only complaint really on mine is when they're making the axe two-handed is kind of largely useless. It doesn't work in a lot of poses. And on mine, there's some paint scraping off on the crotch, and I don't know if, I suspect it might be from transforming it. I'm not sure. I don't remember it looking like that when I got it, but, so it might be, I might be kind of damaging it by transforming it a lot, because, well, transforming it's fun. So unfortunately, that just seems to be the case on mine. So watch yours and be mindful of the paint there. So other than that, it's fantastic. I love this thing, and yeah, if you don't mind a little paint scrapage, I guess you kind of recommend it. But yeah, just be mindful of that thing. So yeah, that's it for this one. It's fantastic. Buy it. This is an amazing Voyager. Yeah, that's it for this one. I hope you found it informative and entertaining. Hope you like, comment, subscribe. Check out my social medias down in the description and at the end of the video. Check out my Coffee, my Patreon. And I shall see you next time with another video review.